1-minute question. Is party affiliation important in the state legislature, Matthew?
It is and it isn't. You know, who you caucus with is incredibly important, mainly in electing leadership. So if, you know, the Speaker of the House is Brian Egolf, if we don't re-elect Brian Egolf, you know, everything we've worked for could be scuttled by a Republican Speaker, because the Speaker is an incredibly powerful position. I work across the aisle whenever it's feasible and appropriate. My public corruption bill that I talked about earlier, a friend of mine, a conservative senator from Albuquerque, was interested in that bill, asked to co-sponsor it, Mark Morris. I'm working on a transparency bill with Senator Sandra Root to bring transparency to the capital outlay process. And I'm working on my financial literacy bill with Jim Dines of Albuquerque. So absolutely, you know, on some issues it matters a lot, and other issues you're just trying to do what's best for New Mexico.
Boy, party affiliation has become a pox. It's become a plague, and it didn't used to be that way. I did some growing up in Washington, D.C. at a time when all congressmen lived in D.C. and got to know each other and know each other's kids. And they had real relationships that transcended their politics. And they were routinely crossing the aisles and going back and forth. There was none of this putting party ahead of country. There was none of this hyper-partisanship. You know, back then, Ronald Reagan and Tip O'Neill disagreed on everything and were great friends. I believe that we need to restore that. The two-party system worked well up until 20 years ago, and then it's become more hyper-partisan, it's abandoned its moderate middle, and we need to make party affiliation far less important.